welcome back to Scars from the Playground. It's your host with the most and the motion. I can't make this up. Look, a lot of people be like, bro, all you got is an opinion and a nice camera. Well, in 2025, to really be able to express your freedom of speech, that's all you need, fam. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. For a lot of people that don't got an opinion, or you do got an opinion and you want to get in the game, easiest way to get in the game is get in the game. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Drop it in the comment. Let's get into this, bro. Lil Boosie is what I like to refer to him as, but I've heard people say Lil Boosie and Torrance, Dr. Hatch, because he's just got his honorary degree. Look, he say he ain't never been robbed, despite his 5'3" stature, small build. Can't really defend himself with these. Never had to. He ain't never been robbed, jacked, made a victim. Look, let's get into the content, man. Shout out Lil Boosie, because he's serious. A lot of people don't know Boosie. Like he said, bro, and we're going to get into this. But don't take the internet like that's the man. The man behind the internet is always a person behind the person that you see on the internet. And that person is tough. Yeah, tough. And I'm not talking about Boosie. I'm talking about myself. But this is about Boosie, you know what I mean? But let's get into the content, bro. Boosie ain't never been jacked. And a lot of people would say, well, he had a Marlo Mike with him. Hey, sometimes, again, that's all it takes, fam. Yeah, it's all it takes. You have to have some muscle. But let's get into the content, bro.
Gonna come get that chain, huh? I ain't never been robbed, homie. I'm just saying, I ain't never been robbed. I ain't saying I can't be robbed. I ain't never been robbed. Multiple people gonna meet they maker. Never believe that. Multiple. A lot of y'all on Instagram don't know who y'all really talking to. Nothing to fuck with. Nothing at all. Promise you that. Yeah, I love to play on Instagram, man. Been a class clown my whole life. I love to play on Instagram. But I ain't nothing to play with in real life. Instagram ain't real life. In real life, ain't gonna fuck with. That shit.
Best thing Boosie said was it ain't that he can't be jacked. It just ain't never happened. And that was just off of somebody saying, I'm coming to get that chain, huh? Look, first of all, people don't even play like that. For whoever told Boosie that, if I was you, bro, I'd change your IP address. Yeah, I'd change your IP address. Because soon as you say something like that on the chat, somebody trying to see where you at. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Gotta locate that person just to know if it's really a threat or not. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments. But yeah, Boosie say he ain't never been jacked. Not that he can't be, but he ain't never been jacked. Look, bro, I know a lot of people say don't say never. Look, if you're moving right and you leave your house and you know that this is like Final Destination, meaning anything, Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong when you leave that house. It's like Final Destination, bro. Anything can happen. Your tire could bust and your car could flip over. Somebody could be following you from the store to your house. All this other type of shit that happens in the world. You got to keep your eye on the game. Yeah, you got to keep your eye on the game and to know when you got something, it's wolves out there. Wolves are lurking. When they smell blood, they're coming. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. When they smell blood, they're coming. And that is an analogy for you dumb folks out there that think like, oh, but I'm not bleeding. That ain't what that means. Or you're green. Yeah, when they smell it, that you're green, they coming to try to slide in between you and whatever you got they want to take. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. That's what you got to know in this world, bro. But if you living your life right, yeah, I truly don't believe you could be one of the people that's raw. But with that being said, don't go in dark alleys at night. Yeah, that's your tip. That's one tip that you'll get from me, and it might be your only tip, but that's the biggest tip, the best tip I can tell anybody. Don't go into dark alleys at night, and don't go into these people's neighborhoods just thinking, I want to see how Crenshaw operates. I want to go check out Fifth Ward. Look, bro, if you ain't got no reason to be in these places, you shouldn't be there. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Now, Boosie saying he ain't never got jacked doesn't mean nobody ever stole anything from him. He just talking about on some strong arm robbery type shit where a nigga like come up off of it. I'ma die in these Cuban links. I'ma die in these Cuban links. Look, one motherfucker do this, take that bitch real quick. Now you risk getting shot. Yeah, you risk getting shot. But as soon as they do this, you do this. You know what I mean? That's some Jackie Chan shit. That's another tip. You ain't gonna get too many, but I try to drop gems just so people can understand what's going on in this world. It's madness. A lot of people got nothing. Nothing. So when they see a rapper coming with the chain on and all of the other type of shit, they want to take that. Why? Bro, fast money don't last, true, but you got to be honest and you got to be real with yourself. What you got on is about 3-4 months rent for most people. Might even be more than that if they doing the money right, but you not going to get what that chain is worth. You're going to get about 20-30%. That's just how it works, bro. So for your jackers out there, y'all got to really ask yourself, is 20 years in prison worth a couple $1,000s? And if you answer like, yeah, bro, you're stupid, you get less time going to rob a bank. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Stop stealing people's shit. You know what I mean? I used to be that guy. Yeah, I used to be that guy thinking, oh, you know what? I'm on some Tony Montana shit. Whatever I want in this world, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. But even if you don't believe in karma, you got to know what goes around comes around. When you taking from honest folk, they gonna find a way, the universe is gonna find a way to take from you. Yeah, it's gonna be when you least suspect it too. You're gonna be high on the hill one day, then the next day you're gonna be all the way at the bottom of that motherfucker. And then you're gonna be, oh, what happened? You were jacking honest people. Look, I had a little kinfolk, bro. E40, still my kinfolk right now. I don't know why I say I had one, but he just told me, you know, he was feeling bad for the things that he done. I said, bro, have you ever jacked any common folk? No. I say, oh, nigga, you good in the eyes of the gods. You know what I mean? Real shit. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. Shout out Lil Boosie. And these people just start the conversation for me. All I need is a conversation starter. We're going to conversate. Scars from the Playground, drop it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Please continue to share the content. Share the content. The channel is growing, people. As big as we grow, you're gonna know. One blank period, as big as we grow, you're gonna know. You're gonna be able to tell. You know what I mean? It ain't all about the money, bro. It ain't all about the money. Sometimes it's just about putting those real people in those rooms that the fake motherfuckers don't want to let them in. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I'm the guy, your host with the most, Scars from the Playground. Go jam the music. My music is fire. Fire. I hate telling myself like that every day, bro. That type of shit gets annoying, so some days I don't even tell people about the music. Yeah, take it out if you want to. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Why? People don't want to give you their fans. You know what I mean, bro? I got so many rap friends. I don't ask them for nothing. Why? They not going to give me their fan base. You know what I mean? Why? I won't kiss the tip. You know what I mean? Yeah, I won't kiss the tip. And I mean that's another analogy, bro. People want you to show him this amount of respect and all that type of shit, bro. What's right is right. The most skillful should be put ahead. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe Houston would be shining a little different if we had some realer motherfuckers in Houston that was willing to sacrifice their motherfucking pride to put a nigga in position that's gonna make the shit look different. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Houston has always been like Vegas for me. That's how I've always treated it. I've always been the party, the life of the party. I'm gonna bring the party back to Houston. And I'm gonna do that with good vibes, fam. Good fucking vibes. We ain't gonna jack nobody. We ain't gonna do nothing illegitimate. No illegitimate money must touch my pocket. If I don't work for it with my bare hands or with my natural born skill, I will not have it. Point blank, period. Drop it in the comments, man. Happy Saturday night to everybody out there. All the YouTubers that's spending Saturday just chilling. Shout out to you, bro. You in the best position you could be. Out the motherfucking way. Let these people take themselves out. You know what I mean? So much is gonna happen tonight, tomorrow, and the day after, bro. Just stay out the way. Stay out the way. Get your money. Get your honey. And get fly. Point blank, period. Squads from the playground, like, share, subscribe, nigga, peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm equipped. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business. Big